Hi, my name is Alyse, and this is my research project around product design versus the needs of the elderly. So, for my research project, I focused on the aging population in Australia. So, Australia is currently a country that has an aging population. People aged 65 and older deal with daily chronic health conditions, functional decline, and social challenges. So, an article by the Centre for Universal Design Australia conducted a study where they surveyed 1,000 older individuals. Their key findings were more than 50% believe products are not user friendly, and 43% rarely or never seek assistance to operate the product, even when dissatisfied with product usability. For my first literature review, I had a look at this article by Seniors Discount Club, which explores the everyday products that affect this age group the most. So the first identified was modern electronic devices like smart TVs and smartphones. These products often come with too many buttons, too many features, and manuals that are hard to read. So this creates feelings of for the group of being overwhelmed by the technology, especially ones that are supposed to make life easier for us. The second identified in the article was packaging like jars and vacuum sealed plastic packs. Jars, bottles, and cans with ring pulls demand high grip strength, which elderly people do not have. Many older people admitted to unsafe practices like stabbing packages with knives or scissors out of desperation and anger. Obviously, unsafe practices to be doing to try and open a package. The third identified heavy and awkward items like vacuum cleaners, large appliances, lawn equipment, or even oversized luggage. The result of this is that older consumers report that these products can be downright unusable without assistance. So these everyday products identified contribute to negative user experiences for this, showing how their needs are not being met by products. So the second literature that I reviewed was this article by Cho Design, which discusses some key principles in designing for the elderly. This included cognitive load and simplicity, visual accessibility, ergonomics and physical interactions, and auditory feedback. One product that this article honed in on was the Apple Watch, especially its features like fall detection and medication reminders. So, this helps to reduce the cognitive load of taking medication, ensuring it is taken at the right time and not forgotten. It also reduces the load in event of a fall as it automatically dials for help. So, to challenge this, Apple Watch's complex design and advanced technology doesn't make it a popular product with this target age. Statistics show only 39% of those aged 77 and older own a wearable device. So is this product's features effective when the target market is not the main ones interacting with it? So gaps in the research, as seen through the conducted research, there is a gap for clear guidelines in designing products for the elderly. Surveys show that current products do not accommodate for their needs. There are high levels of struggle and dissatisfaction among the group. This can be found throughout the group's interaction with everyday products, from fiddly packaging to small fonts and hard to read instructions. So, to compare the two articles together, they each show different aspects of design for the elderly. The first article explores real thoughts and opinions of individuals using the products. Article 2 showcases how companies market their product to be inclusive of elderly people, but upon closer review are found to not be as inclusive as we once thought. Both give important insights into how this is lacking in modern design. So to conduct my literature review, I used a combination of Google Scholar and Google Search to help identify my relevant articles. I used the advanced search tool Google to help narrow down the articles even further. This provided me with the most relevant secondary research available around my topic, ensuring they are current in Australia, my focus demographic. Further to using this EndNote allowed me to keep all my references organized, ensuring I had all correct information and formatting of my reference to ensure an ethical report by identifying sources and crediting relevant people. This was my conceptual framework. So starting with my design question, how well does product design for the elderly actually meet their needs? So product design being the independent variable and how it meets the user's needs being the dependent. Step one was elderly population statistics in Australia to get an overall view of this population, how many people, and yeah, how many people is it really affecting. Step two was data on the key issues faced by the group when interacting with products. So the most common things that they're bumping up against. Step three, identifying key issues and products. So that's talking about products specifically. We saw that with the Apple Watch. And then specific products, examples, and analysis. So analyzing those products. And then step four, conclusion. So expecting findings and impact. The research shows that designers do not have a clear understanding of how design to meet the needs of the elderly. Further to this, products are designed to be inclusive for this age, such as the Apple Watch, are actually not as inclusive as designers think. This further supports the need for clear guidelines and considerations for designing with people 65 and older in mind. In conclusion, Australia's ageing population must be considered in product design, especially around everyday products. The data shows that elderly have negative experiences with most products. Key issues identified were small fonts, grip issues, unpacking products, and confusing instructions. Through this research, designers can identify points to consider or even create guidelines for their products. This would ensure elderly individuals have positive interactions with the product. This can aid new design, but also can be applied to ones existing on the market, allowing designers to improve the inclusiveness of current products and expand their target markets. And then some of my references. And that is all. Thank you.